Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here, welcome to episode 143, I almost got lost track there, of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. I took a day or two off of recording this and editing this and all that stuff just because it was wearing on me. I was happy to keep it going like daily, but a man can only do so much with all the free time that I have, which is not a lot. So I believe we were doing greedier mode, like reruns. We tried to do Blue Baby and got pretty close to a victory there, but let's try Samson and see how that goes. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to go, because I have definitely fallen into something of a rut as of late. 67A8 G2ZM. Hopefully one day of reprieve will have made something of a difference here. I don't know. I still think greedier mode in and of itself is just a little bit... I hesitate to throw out the word unbalanced, but you know... Okay, this is actually... There's a way to use this to my advantage, actually, pretty effectively, this bed. I just have to make sure I do this right. I think I messed up here, but, you know, it's not... No, because I should be able to do this, right? And then just pop on in here, heal on up. That was just so I could get the damage upgrade, by the way, from Bloodlust. The maximum possible that I could get from this, and then we'll head out here. And I don't know if that's maxed out Bloodlust or not. It feels pretty strong, though. We'll pick up this Spirit Heart as well. And then go ahead and fight. Have at you! My god, there's like a million stonies, but thankfully we can kill these guys all in one hit. Yeah, with this huge Bloodlust bonus right off the bat here, which was basically entirely free, we should be able to pretty much destroy this first floor, at least the first couple waves of this floor, without too much issue. Have at you. Have at this issue. Sorry, I just watched like some clips from the Monty Python and the Holy Grail movie. I've seen that movie like once a real long time ago, and it's stuck with me. It was a great time. It was an awesome movie to boot, as I'm sure anyone who's seen it can attest to. I mean, it's certainly not for everyone, but it's got some pretty ridiculous humor to it, and I enjoyed every minute of it. I was just watching the scene where the dude takes on the Black Knight. King Arthur takes on the Black Knight, and it's like, it's the most ridiculous fight scene you'll ever see in your life. I know it is for me, anyway. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor. Pause this video even. I will give you permission, as long as you promise to come back after you've watched the video, but pause this and go look up on YouTube, just like, it would just be like Monty Python, the Black Knight scene, or something like that. King Arthur versus the Black Knight, something like that. And you'll get quite a laugh out of that, I imagine. Let's see what we get in our first item room here. Or really our second item room, I guess. Mom's wig is not that bad at all, honestly. And then Duke of Flies here. I feel like I'm pretty confident I'll be able to take out Duke of Flies before the wave timer is over. Yep. I'm telling you, man, this Bloodlust bonus is absolutely just awesome. And the fact that it only cost me like half a heart as well, which I seem to have recovered somehow. I'm not sure where I got that health back from, but glad to have done that. There we go. See what we can pick up with our money here. I could get, I mean, 9 volt obviously doesn't benefit us right now, but it could in the future. I think I will try this Odd Mushroom. It's going to lower our damage a little bit here, but hopefully it won't make a huge difference in the long run. And I think a higher tier rate does often correlate to more flies and spiders, or maybe it's just spiders from Mom's wig. I can never remember if Mom's wig is also flies. I think it's just spiders, just kind of watching it in action now. Seems to be. If we can get something like Hive Mind to make that even more potent, I would be happy as a pig in shit. Which, I don't know how happy they necessarily are, but... Alright, how much of an idiot are you? So we can take Death's Touch, or we can take Eye of Belial. They're both very good items. We could take both in theory. It's a terrible idea, but, you know, I'm gonna do it, I think. Let's see, how are our tears with Eye of Belial? Because I really like Eye of Belial. It's like, it makes our tears piercing, and it makes it so that the piercing tears, after they've pierced, do, like, double damage or something. And we'll take Death's Touch, because I'm a fucking idiot who doesn't know any better. Oh gosh. And we're going to be in a bit of an awkward situation on the next floor for sure, but I think if we get HP early on, or early-ish enough anyway, then we'll be okay. I mean, you oftentimes, oh boy, Curse of the Blind. That's not what I wanted to see, but HP is not that uncommon in greed mode, so hopefully we'll be able to come across that fairly shortly. In fact, we actually just got a spirit heart out of that, not to mention a golden key and an extra key to boot to give us the game kid, which is fine. This does put us in a definitely very awkward circumstance because we can't really utilize Bloodlust to any great capacity, especially without replenishable red hearts. We do have spirit hearts for sale here, which is probably what I'm going to end up going for mainly on this floor, since Curse of the Blind is a thing. So let's go ahead and just use the game kid to as good of effect as we can here. It's a little rough sometimes because the enemies do run away from you, but not too bad. Now, I think the eyebrow tears also start homing when they pierce an enemy, which is pretty solid. And then having Death Touch on top of that is just extra damage is just gravy, man. Also, our tears are fucking Death Scythes, so I mean that's pretty cool too. Now, see, you might be wanting to attribute this this amount of success that I've had in this run so far to be like, oh, look, see, you do need a break from time to time. And you do better when you're well rested and all that stuff. And I'm sure that's all. There is definitely merit to that. But at the same time, look at the quality of items the game has given us and tell me that I'm the one doing all the work here. I don't think so. I think the game is oh god, that was a little rough right there. But I think the game is bearing more of the weight for the quality of this run than I am by far. Doing pretty solid here. We managed to just annihilate Rag Mega there. That's the effect of Piercing Tears on him, I guess. It's pretty dastardly. Alright, and I think I'm going to go ahead and before fighting that deal with the Devil Wave, we'll buy some Spirit Hearts here just to get stocked up on HP for the fight. I think that'll be good because I'm not going to spend my money on anything else on this floor. I could in theory, but I don't want to tarnish accidentally this beautiful gift that we've been given here. I can't tell if when the tears pierce like those Rag Mega shots, if they actually become Belial tears or not. At any rate, what do we got here? We got some pills. We also have Bob's Curse, which gives us some bombs to work with. Honestly, not that bad. It was a tears down, which is normally bad, but apparently did nothing because our tear rate is still 6, so it must have been such a minor tears down that it just didn't change anything. Or something like that. I'll check this out just to see. You never know when a red chest here could be worth something. Definitely that one wasn't, but it was worth a look-see. How do you guys spell look-see? Have you ever thought about it? Have you ever spelled that expression out on paper? There is a correct answer, and I believe it is LOOK-SEE. Which is not how I initially thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like a cutesy little word like look-see, like LOOK-SIE or something like that. But it is no such thing. A car battery there, which I think would double the length of GameCube when we use it. We also have the Ankh, which I'm kind of tempted on, honestly. If only because we haven't completed Greedier Mo's Blue Baby yet, as we saw in the last video. So if we do end up kicking the bucket as Samson, at least we have sort of a failsafe and a different method to get progress. If you know what I mean. I mean, you certainly know what I mean. Okay, we at least we broke even on that one. Actually, I think we gained a Spirit Heart because there were like 2 on top of each other there. Plus the damage from Bloody Lust is nothing to sneeze at. So I'm going to leave all this untouched for the time being. Then we're going to go ahead and do this. Not an ideal way for the game kid for sure, but yeah, I'm not sure. I think that I think car battery doubles the length of game kit. I guess we'll find out when I pick it up, because I probably am going to pick it up. Car battery is one of my more favorite items to have on hand, even if it is not immediately useful. It definitely could be. We also got Serpent's Kiss in that other room, which I don't know if I really mentioned that much, but it is actually a huge coup, especially if we can get enough luck to make it really work for us, to give us a lot of black hearts. Then we'll be in business, baby. In business, baby. You'll never be the head of a major corporation. Is that it? Okay, no, he's dead up there. Good stuff. Now, what do you invest in first? I think you invest in car battery first. I think you have more faith in trying to do this as Samson. Now, Mom's Box. We don't have any trinkets, but I mean, Mom's Box kind of fixes that just in and of itself, right? And then also doubles the effect of those trinkets when we get them. So I don't know if that's going to be more worth it for me. I mean, the game kit is nice to have, but it's not really necessary to this run. Although I don't think Mom's Box is super strictly necessary either. So would I rather have Mom's Box or the Ankh? Because I only get to pick one. And I kind of am leaning towards the Ankh. It might not be, like, on paper, objectively the best choice, but it just feels right to me, you know? Maybe it's because it's the one that was there first and I'm not committed to it now. I'm committed to the idea of possibly doing this as Blue Baby instead. So we're going to try it. Adrenaline would have been cool, but that's okay. I believe that syringe was adrenaline anyway. I think I have some time, like, sometimes a hard time differentiating between the different syringes. Some of them have very similar colors, specifically like adrenaline and speedball could easily be confused by a colorblind person, I think, or even like adrenaline, speedball, and synth-oil sometimes. Although synth-oil, it's a little bit darker. The other ones have pretty distinct colors, you know, like experimental treatment, growth hormones, roid rage. They're all fine. Okay, we got Incubus and the Nail here. Oh, God. See, no matter what I do here... No, wait. I can do this. I can actually, because I have car battery, so I can take the Nail, I use the Nail, I get 2 Spirit Hearts instead of 1. There we go, actually. I was so concerned I wasn't going to be able to get both of those, and then we're going to keep the Nail for sure. That is actually hilarious. Well, there you go. I was pretty sure I was going to die picking up the, like, or doing that, but thanks to car battery, like I said, a very good item. Managed to make it work, and if we can survive for long enough to get another Nail charge, then we'll have some pretty good survivability on our side for sure. I might have even done that even if it had killed me, because I'd come back as Blue Baby with the Nail, which is a pretty good situation to be in. Blue cap is fine, puts us at the tier cap here, actually. And what else do we got in here? I'm going to go ahead and just buy a key for right now. Probably going to end up re-rolling this, because I'm not super interested in Little Baggy or the box. Well, the box, there's something to be said about it, I guess, but just not feeling it right now, you know? We got Betrayal here, which is pretty bad, but at least it's not entirely worthless. Then we're going to go ahead, and I'm actually going to go ahead and check the Curse Room, because I'm feeling a bit ballsy. Okay, that worked out pretty nicely for me. Honestly, Curse Rooms are very, very easy to justify checking as Samson. Then we're going to go ahead and do this, and have a gay old time, especially with our little Incubuddy now. Incubuddy. Basically doubling our fire rate here. So good, dude. And I'm feeling pretty confident about this run. It'll put me in a good spot, in a good state of mind, I think. Thank you, game, for giving me an actually pretty, like, amazing run right off the bat after my little semi-hiatus. I mean, I know it was only like 2 days, probably max. It might have only been 1 day. Still not sure as of this recording, but it was a well-needed respite, I think. One man can only handle so much Isaac, right? My God, the Serpent's Kiss is paying out dividends for sure. Paying out gangbusters. I don't even care that I got hit there. Give me more free damage, please. Now, the one thing that would make this absolutely amazing right now is actually the Habit, because then I can really abuse the Nail even in the Ultra Greed fight at the end, because right now I can still abuse the Nail because it's the wave-based system. But once it gets to Ultra Greed, it's going to be a little bit tougher to utilize the Nail. I'll hopefully have the one charge ready for the fight itself, but beyond that, if I want to get any more Spirit Hearts or anything out of it throughout the fight, then it's going to be a little tough to swing unless I get something like a Charged Baby or the Habit. Preferably the Habit, because then I'll also get a damage bonus through Bloodlust. Let's go ahead and fight some double carrion queens here, apparently. Gonna go ahead and save this Nail charge for the next floor, because why the hell wouldn't you? Let's see what we got in here. Okay, I will take Rotten Baby, because that is a good item. It is a good item. Got item. I can't remember the last time I played at one of those old school Mario parties. No, I actually do. It was like maybe 2 months ago. Dude, it's the Habit. He's done it. Oh, a sprinkler would actually be really cool too, but I don't have the money for it. He's done it, man. Oh, the D fucking 100 for sale, so I can actually afford it. Oh, am I willing to take this gift from God? You know, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I am happy with this run, and the last thing I really need right now is for the D100 to just throw me a wacky-ass curveball and make my life a bit of a living hell. Curse of the Blind is doing that well enough on its own right now. We got a matchbook, which is fine. Actually gives us a pretty decent supply of bombs, which is not too expected from matchbook. Oftentimes you get a bunch of troll bombs and shit from it. You can use them to clear out these fires here. Less for the spirit hearts, more just for areas to dodge to, I guess. And then we also have that, which would have been nice to know before I got rid of all my bombs, but that's okay. Got some more money here. It's not about the money, 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 except that it totally is, because we're playing greed mode. Oh yeah, we're playing greed mode. You give me the Aries, I'm gonna use my nail charge. I have no sense of rhyming at all, but I got that melody down pat, man. Boy, I tell you. Songs don't have to rhyme. That's just a preconceived notion. Maybe the artistic community made you to make you feel bad. Except songs probably should rhyme if you want them to sound any good, most of the time. It depends on the song, though. I've heard some pretty decent songs that don't have the best, like, rhyming couplets ever. There's your term of the day, rhyming couplets. My God, we are actually just a golden god. Apparently, we cannot be killed between Serpent's Kiss, the nail, and all this fucking damage that we're getting from taking damage, as well as just the base damage that we have. I feel basically unstoppable right now. But don't let that hubris go to your head. A run like this can turn in an instant. Should not have come in here, actually, because I lost my damage bonus from the nail, but you know what? It's not even that bad. I'm just going to go ahead and use it, because why not? I'll get nail charges. I mean, I'm getting them out the ass here, pretty much. I think we had a double dark one here. Somehow that guy up there died. I'm not even sure how. I didn't even see him hardly. At any rate, let's fight for our deal with the devil, see what else we can get. It's a single... No, it's double carrying queen. I was like, how could it be a single carrying queen when the deal with the devil wave on the previous floor was double carrying queen? That's just fucking ludicrous, mate. I'm gonna go ahead and test this one out. We got Guppy's Collar, which is fine. I mean, we already had an extra life anyway, but... See, here comes an interesting question. Do you kill yourself so that you can try and, like, have this run as Blue Baby instead? Because Blue Baby is irrefutably a harder character to win as than Samson, and this would secure a win for us as Blue Baby pretty handily. Or do you let Samson have his cake and eat it too? I mean, Samson, I'm gonna level with you. Unless we die naturally, which is not too likely to happen, as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna let Samson have this one. Maybe some ill-conceived sense of, like, honor or duty to the game, but, ooh, that's interesting. Not super useful, but not often that you see a random item just kind of sitting out there in the shop. Yeah, it might be just some ill-conceived sense of duty, but I feel like Samson's earned this, you know? He's earned his stripes here, even though the game has basically given it to him on a golden platter. And it does kind of irk me a bit that these are, like, all perfect items for Blue Baby, who can only ever have, like, Spirit Hearts. Like, the Nail is his ideal spacebar item, especially with Car Battery. Serpent's Kiss is huge as well. It's like, it's just... They're kind of rubbing it in my face. It's like, look what you could have had on a Blue Baby run. If only, man. If only. But that's okay. You know what? We'll have our own Blue Baby run. We won't be given it. We won't be given the win. We will earn the win for ourselves, and it will feel glorious. Can't believe I'm talking up this Blue Baby nonsense, and I still have to do fucking the Lost on greedier mode too. Who cares about Blue Baby, man? Child's play compared to that shit. I think someone in the comments, I think like Green Lightning in the comments said that Lost greedier mode is probably the hardest thing to do in the game, which I think I would agree with. Like weighing the options, or weighing all the different challenges that are that I'm still facing or that I have faced in the past, I do think that that's a pretty fair assessment, honestly. Because even there, like, there's still one super secret and very tough to play as hidden character in the game that we have to max out our greed donation machine in order to get. But even beating Greedy Irma with him is actually not even nearly as bad as doing it with the Lost, so doing some other stuff with him is actually pretty tough. I'm gonna go ahead and take I mean, I could just take all of this probably, so why not? Sister Maggie, you can join the party too. I don't even mind. Empty Vessel is fine, especially because we actually don't have any HP to ruin it. And then I could re-roll all this. Oh god. No, I can't use Plan C to kill Ultra Greed, can I? Because his death animation takes too long. And I'd be stuck in the room and I'd just die. And I mean, I'd come back as Blue Baby, but then I'd have to do the fight anyway, so it's not worth it. I was thinking, like, is this the run where you try to make Plan C work of all times? But I think I'm just going to go ahead and take my 51 cents down, hopefully be able to donate that. It's been a while since we donated much of anything to the Greed donation machine, but especially that much. Then we'll go ahead and fight our way through this nonsense. Don't even mind getting hit there. I do lose a little bit of money, sure, but it's fine. It only makes me stronger through Bloodlust. Go ahead and pop off the nail here, get our little damage bonus, and then just hopefully tear ass against Ultra Greed here. Omega Greed. I kind of still want to call him Omega Greed. At least like this version of Ultra Greed. Ultra Greed in normal Greed mode, you can stay as Ultra Greed, but this version of Greed, I think deserves a different sort of moniker that's not like Ultra Greedier, because that just sounds really dumb. Like Ultra Greedier, because like greed is a noun, right? So it makes sense that you can call someone Ultra Greed, because that just sounds normal. You can't do that shit with an adjective, dog. I don't care if that's how it is officially, like in the bestiary or whatever. He'll always be Omega Greed to me, even if I don't say it all the time. Even if I oftentimes just call him Ultra Greed, like a jackass, like a jack munch. At any rate, we are actually doing pretty significant damage to Mr. Ultra Greed, or Omega Greed here. God damn it, I did it there again. I'm actually kind of hoping to take a little more damage so that we can get a nail charge, as well as get just more damage through Bloodlust. That would be pretty sweet. Just make this fight go all that much faster, because despite the fact that we are doing pretty staggering amounts of damage over a rather short period of time here, it could always be faster, my friends. We only have a base stat of 8.5 damage. We've seen like it go up to 15 or so when we get maxed out on Bloodlust. So let's see if we can get there. Serpent's Kiss is certainly helping us stay sustainable here as far as HP goes. Look at all these fucking keys, though, dude. Can I destroy them all? It's not often that you're able to destroy that many of the keys when he's so angry. Because when he's got all that anger built up, he like summons, instead of just five keys, he summons like 10 or 15 or something. And it's like, whoa, how are you supposed to destroy all that in time? But thanks to our piercing tears, we actually had a pretty decent shot at it there. Give me that money back. That's my money. I'll do what I want with it. Still at 46 cents here, a little lower than we were coming in, but this phase of Omega Greed actually we stand to gain money, I think, more than we stand to lose it. Especially with shit like that happening. Alright. I've got to be cognizant here, because it's been a little bit since I fought this phase of Ultra Greed. I mean, not really in terms of the videos, but in terms of my real day, like, in real time, you know. It's been a little while since I fought this phase of Ultra Greed. / Omega Greed. I got hit like twice there in very rapid succession. I think I did, but you know what? I'm alright with it. Make sure you dodge not where he was a moment ago, so you don't get hit by the exploding coins. Dude, these rocks are fucking going to town on me, though, I'll tell you that much. Empty Vessel is helping out quite a bit now, though. Yeah, that's what you really need if you want to stand like a solid chance against this guy, is some form of like repeatable, reliable invincibility, or immunity to explosions. That actually helps a lot too, because many of his attacks are explosion based, including these rocks. I believe the rocks themselves actually count as explosions too, so keep that in mind. We're up to 60 goddamn cents here. 59 goddamn cents here. He's almost there. If I die at some point here somehow, some way, like the only way I could have like feasibly died on this run is if I had like not thought it through all the way and actually brought Plan C down instead of sticking to my guns with the nail. That would have been a nightmare. And you could argue like, oh, Plan C was an easy way to kill yourself so you could get this victory as Blue Baby instead. But you gotta keep in mind that like, unless I killed myself on the same floor that I got Plan C, which there's not a huge benefit to that at all. I mean, I don't think there's a huge benefit to killing myself with Plan C basically anywhere, but revenge, baby. We also got stem cells, and Samson is done and over with. But unless I had done it on the same floor that the nail was, then I wouldn't have had the nail to fight Ultra Greed with, which is kind of key to becoming Blue Baby on this run. It's kind of key to that strategy having any merit, you know? So the nail is the linchpin needed for Blue Baby to succeed between the nail and the habit and car battery. Man, I was really hoping for more than that. Oh well, we're up in the low 900s now, so shouldn't be too many more runs before we get that donation machine all maxed out and nice and pretty at 999. Fairly fast greedier mode run. I'm happy with that for sure. And Samson is all cleared out. Look at that beautiful post-it note. And a win streak of 1 for the first time in forever. Who else is next? We still have to do the Lost. We have to do Lilith and Apollyon. These 3 rapscallions out here, as well as Blue Baby, of course, but all in due time, my friends. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and or comment down below. It really helps out the channel. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I post a single Isaac video every single day. Well, more or less every single day. Maybe I'll try and post like 2 Isaac videos at some point in the near future, just to sort of like make up for the videos lost in the interim here. Because I would like to get to like December 31st, 2017 and be posting like episode 365 of Isaac. I think that'd be kind of a cool thing. We'll see how that goes though. But I've blabbed on long enough at the end here. I'm going to get out of here. Have yourselves a good day. This is ArgonMatrix signing out. Thank you and good night.